It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Taking it about the 16.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 5 catches, 66 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Down to about the 45. The Eagles at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They go screen. This is Ingram. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they play.
Now 1,000-yard rushers. Season to go, Antonio Gibson with it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have...
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Shoves him away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. On 2nd and very short, Wentz to the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz and Thomas. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
T.J. Edwards.
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Taylor.
A little juke. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On the draw is Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
27-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Complete, it's Dodson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Wentz going to throw.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Being chased out left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's Samuel caught left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. will begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Some good games coming up here in week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, it's Taylor.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's got this down to the 35.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give to Taylor.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts is going to try and run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl nod. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
after the sack on first down. Hurts to the right side, complete to Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to slither by. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get to with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Gets by him at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts going to keep this himself.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They go play action with Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time, it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A give for Taylor running right side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A big play. 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They run once more with Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Coming left, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Ingram. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 11. 1:45 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Wentz now on 1st down.
Pass complete, Thomas.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Wentz.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
Got McKissick.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Again, it's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Throwing on first is Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wentz to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
One final try now for Wentz. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement.